Peace stars, what's up? It's your boy Eru, host of the Dynamics Podcast. We're here for the halftime, the Crunchtime show. I just realized that I haven't done this show in a while, man. I feel like, because of the early games and because of the super late games, I took one night off and it ended up being 2 nights off. I forgot all about that 1 o'clock game. If I would have remembered the 1 o'clock game, I would have tried to stay up the night before for the other game to try to keep these podcasts more consistent. But it is what it is, man. We're here for the halftime, the Crunchtime. This is back to 7:30. I felt like we haven't did a 7:30 game in so long, and it is good to be back at the normal time. We don't have to really worry about it. As you can hear in the background, that's a little intro music, man. It's kind of cool. It's nice to have it going before the pod starts. I don't know about now. I have other theme songs too, that I'll use from time to time, but it is what it is. Like I said, got a new setup here. New setup, trying to figure it out, trying to keep everything good. What's good to Makiva? What's good to Holcomb? Without further ado, Dynamics Podcast. Halftime. Let's get busy, y'all. 55-66. Now, without even looking at all the stats and all that, because I'll do that in a second. I always do it for every game. 82 games, same old shit. But right now, tonight, who are we playing, actually? Damian Lillard's not playing tonight. Anthony Simmons is not even playing tonight. Who else? Just go down the line. Even Nurkic is not playing. No, all their best players. Nobody's playing on this team, man. So what are we even talking about here? Why are the Knicks only down by 11? Why did they get as close as I want to say 6 or 8, something like that? I'll pull up the stats in a second, but I mean this team is a G League team. Josh Hart, I think, is like the only name that I really recognize. As being like a real NBA basketball player. Everybody else is like ragtag. Chris Dunn is a guy that just picked up. They just picked them up before hardship because this team has been ravaged by injuries, man. But they still keep competing. They still keep figuring out a way to compete every single night, and it's pretty incredible, man. So, like I said, let's just do this halftime to crunch like I always do. Bam, let's pitch this up. Knicks trying to return to a turn home in the midst of a 2-game slide. Whatever. So anyway, the Knicks are in prime position right now to actually gain some ground in this playing thing. Now, before we get into the stats and stuff, I actually want to get to the playing because I hate playing meaningless basketball. I know everybody is talking about tanking and stuff like that, but if you really look at it, if the Knicks miss the playoffs, we're trying to get the play-in. Let's say if we miss the play-in and we end up getting the 10th seed. I'm looking at the Twitter timeline. There's plenty of people are mentioning that's going to be available around the 10th spot. So we'll be good. I think we'll be good. I trust our guys. I trust our coaching staff. So, I'm not worried about it. I'm really not worried about this draft. Jaden Ivey would be really nice, man. But if it's not in the cards for us to get him, it's not us for us to get him. Because even though we missed the play-in and stuff like that, we still have a chance to, get a top pick. Because it's a lottery system. It's not like the worst record and all that. It's a lottery system. So how many people have that with the worst record has actually won the lottery since they changed it? So I mean, it is what it is, man. Even the Knicks, when the Knicks won the lottery, even though it was the cold envelope and all that stuff, we still moved up. I think we moved up from the 3rd spot. So things happen, man. So anyway, check out the scores for each quarter. Knicks was killing them coming out the gates, 37-29. 29-26 is about right. So this is a prime example. Prime game for 3rd quarter of death. This comes down to time too, though. There was a couple plays tonight where Julius Randle caught the ball on baseline. That dunk that he had, when he banged it on that guy they picked up from San Antonio. That was him going downhill. Julius Randle cannot be stopped going downhill. I just don't get it, man. I don't know why we don't run more plays for him down there. It's mind-boggling. It is annoying to have to keep talking about it every single game. So I won't. Let's switch this back up. Let's check out the game charts. Game charts by NBA.com. Let's look at the Portland Trailblazers stop. It looks like the Knicks, actually. Their playing style looks like the Knicks. But like I said, they're playing with the guys. They're playing with a G League team. Guys that were on their couch, this whole time. Like Chris Dunn, he was on his couch, for Christ's sake. He was out the league, and they had to sign him for hardship. So I mean, even though they're still able to get pro shots, so they got a lot of shots up top, a couple shots in the middle, whatever. So anyway, this is basically the typical shot chart against the Knicks. Oh, we usually just going up and down. I'm expecting the fast break points to be up on us. Here goes the Knicks. This is kind of weird for the Knicks. A lot of shots at the rim, not really too much in between stuff. The 3 point shots in the middle. So we're basically playing their game. We're playing Portland Trailblazers game because the shot chart almost looks identical. The Knicks shot chart's usually a lot different than this. But we'll see how this goes, man. This Anyways, this is beginning rough to call these things, man. The biggest lead for the Portland Trailblazers was 2. Biggest lead for the Knicks was 11. Uh, Let me see. Times tie was 1. Longest run is 7. Lead changes twice. All right, man. So it is what it is, man. This is what is one of those games, man. We should not be losing to this team by any stretch of the imagination. 55 to 66, like I said. Rebound is about even, 24 to 27. Assist is about even, with the Knicks actually leading by 4, which is interesting. 4 steals, 3 blocks, 5 to 6 turnovers. Field goal percentage is about the same. 3 point percentage is about the same. Free throw percentage, the Knicks are surprisingly winning that bout. So this is an odd game, man. Points in the paint is dead even. Second chance points is about even too. Portland has 8, Knicks has 4. They're leading, but 8-4. Fast break points. That is bullshit. Look at that. 12-0 for the Knicks. That is not the way the Knicks play basketball. So I mean, that third quarter is gonna be crazy because if Portland starts to run and the Knicks can't stop them from running, that might cause a problem for us, man. But I mean, 11-point lead, at home, it should be no problem. We should sail to the end of this game and win this game by no problem. It shouldn't be a problem to win this game. But 12 to 0 fast break points, that's bugged out to me. I guess it's due to this team not playing with each other for most of the year. I just want to see. Let's check out the box score. I just want to see who the hell we're playing because as you know, this is halftime of crunch time. So just now, I just finished helping my 5-year-old straighten up the room because he totally destroyed the room just now, and I'm trying to get him together. My wife is taking care of the other one, still doing homework, hours and hours and hours, still doing homework. So I mean, you got to handle your business, man. When it comes to that type of stuff. So that's what brought off the halftime to crunch time. I come on at halftime because there's so much things I got to do as the game is playing. Kind of like I did a podcast before the game started. We're just kind of pushing it a little bit. I know my wife was not happy about that, but I had to get that let off that steam a little bit. Anyway, here it is. Here you got the Trailblazers. Trenton Wedford. He's actually a good player, man. He's not really scoring a lot. He's 1 for 6 tonight. I know a lot of people are gonna say that the RG's lock him up, but he had 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 personal fouls, only 2 points. 0 for 3 from three. He's actually been kicking ass. He's on my fantasy team right now, and I think he was like one of like the top rated European players, if I'm not mistaken. And he got picked up from Portland. Small forward, true small forward. I believe he's like 6'7" or 6'8". So he's a real decent player, man. If you check his box scores and just last few games, he's really been putting up some great numbers. Justin Winslow is still here. He's one of those guys that that a lot of people thought that we should have drafted him in that Kristaps draft. Here he is now, a journeyman after all these years. They got him listed as a power forward. He's not a power forward. 2 for 5, 2 for 3, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, nothing else. He has 1 personal foul, 5 points. He would be a good backup player because he could fill up the 2 4 positions. He could play shooting guard too sometimes. But he is what he is. He's just like a journeyman. But amazing. If you would have drafted him instead of Kristaps, where the fuck would we be right now? Because then we wouldn't have made that Kristaps trade to get us all the draft picks and stuff that we have now, and we would even have enough cap space to get Julius Randle and all the guys we ended up getting. So hindsight is 2020, man. So I'm glad the Knicks did make a move to get Kristaps. I'm glad we were able to flip him to make the team better. So hindsight is 2020. For all the bad things the Knicks did do some good things. Drew Eubanks is actually a really good basketball player. He played for San Antonio. Tonight he's 4 for 5, no 3 point shots, no free throws. He got 5 rebounds, 2 assists. No blocks tonight, 1 turnover, 8 points. Josh Hart is their star player right now. He's their go-to guy. He has 15 points, right on the cue. 5 for 9, 2 for 4 from three, 3 for 3 from the free throw line. He's literally the go-to guy right now. So I mean, there's no way the Knicks should be losing at any point in this game, man. Brandon Williams, he's been playing good for them. He's a little undersized, inexperienced guy. He's very talented, but with the stats that you see here, 2 for 9, 2 for 6 from three, 0 for 2 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. That's who he is. It is what it is with that. Greg Brown. Who else we got here? CJ LB. Who are we talking about here? Chris Dunn just came off the street, and he's 4 for 5, 9 points tonight. He has 5 assists. So I mean, right now Chris Dunn, didn't even play. I think this might be his first game as a Blazer, and he should start for them right now. It's crazy. Ben McLemore is there. He's not doing nothing. He got 3 minutes. How does Ben I said McLemore. Ben McLure, how does he not get minutes? For somebody like him I know a lot of people wanted to draft him or they wanted to pick him up at some point or trade for him at some point, because he can shoot. He's at a point of his career where he's still young and he can't get off the bench. He can get no minutes. It's amazing. Anyway, aside from that, there's nobody else really to talk about in the Blazers. So I mean, I can't talk about how good RJ played today. 21 points. 8 for 14, 4 for 8. He's basically handling business because who is he playing? Julius Randle got 10, 6 assists tonight, 4 rebounds, distributing the ball early. I mean, if he finishes the game with 20, 12, and 8, that would be incredible. But I mean, he's passing the ball because look who we're playing. We're not playing anybody, so he shouldn't have to go crazy scoring the ball, even though he's still getting his typical shots. Mitchell Robinson. I mean, who's Mitchell Robinson playing? 3 for 3 today. 1 for 2 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 2 offensive rebounds, and 3 defensive. I got to point that out. 2 blocks. I mean, who is he playing? He should be dominating this matchup. There's nobody there to really play with him. You can talk about Justin Winslow as the power forward. So if he gets caught on the switch, who's guarding him? He should be able to dominate this game here. So I mean, 5 and 7 is still nice. 5 rebounds, 7 points is still nice. With 2 blocks is still good. If he finishes the game with 14, 10, and 4, that would be excellent. But I just don't know about Mitchell Robinson. Alec Burke tonight, he is what he is. I feel sorry for him. Everybody keeps using him as a reason why Tom Thibodeau sucks. But that's not the reason why Tom Thibodeau sucks because he's giving Alec Burks minutes. That's not the reason. People are clouding the argument. So anyway, we're back in it now. He goes a corner 3-point shot, total air ball. The Knicks should not lose this game. Alec Burks started the second half at point guard. Here he goes. I don't know what's going on here. He got Mitchell Robinson, little pick for Fournier for a pull up 3-point shot at the top of the key. He makes it. Very good. Speaking of Fournier tonight, now he just hit a 3-point shot, so it should be 12 points. So he's on 12, 5 assists, playing decent. This is one of those games where we're basically playing like a scrimmage. This is a scrimmage. This is not something that we should be like so excited if we win. We should win this game. There's no way in hell we should lose this game. Good box out by Ebanks right there. Box Mitchell Robinson out. Oh man, what a horrible game to watch here. Good pick there. It goes number 11, just pulls up and launches it, hits the back of the rim. There goes that kid there from Portland. They just signed him. It's unbelievable. What else we got going here? Jericho Sims, 7 points, 3 rebounds. Man, you quickly 8 points off the bench. Typical stuff, man. McBride this is a game that he can actually get some shine in. But the Knicks are making it hard for themselves. It's really the offense. Like right now, Fournier is going 1-on-1 at the top of the key, sidesteps almost a 3-point shot. That's no good. When are we gonna have sets to just try to get these guys open, man? Julius Randle. When are we gonna have sets to get Julius Randle open going towards the basket? We're wasting too much energy out there. So anyway, let me get out of this. Let me put the score here for those that like to look at the score. There you go. And make myself bigger. Pause. Get the comments going. See what's going on here. Salute guys. Salute Bruce Taylor. What's good, Bruce Taylor? What you saying here? Would love to see Juice get some minute time at point guard. Yeah, I mean the kid, not for nothing. Like I mean, he's not contributing stat wise, but what they said about Frank that he didn't contribute to the stat sheet and they still could contribute to the game. That was bullshit. But Deuce, I see that in him. He can have no stats, but he actually impacted the game. Defensively, a couple games, especially early on when the injuries started happening, his defense actually woke Julius Randle up. Because as soon as Deuce got inserted, that's when Julius Randle woke up out of his slumber and he started playing better. So I mean, he does have an impact on the people around him, just his effort on defense and things of that nature. So it is what it is. So I would love to see him play a lot more. but he does have to contribute to that stat sheet. Because Tom Thibodeau obviously is looking at analytics, looking at numbers and stuff like that. And they have a lot of guys on the coaching staff that are into numbers, and you could tell that the front office is into numbers. So if he wants to get playing time, those numbers matter for these Knicks right now. So he's gonna have to get on the stat sheet and get some points here. Not just points. I'm talking about anything, rebounds, steals, something. He needs to fill out that stat sheet. You know, aside from that type of stuff, the little minuscule stats as well. So RJ Barrett is back again with the bald sides in the top, looking like a heroin addict. It's unbelievable. I like Julius Randle. I mean, not Julius Randle. I like RJ, man. He seems like a cool kid. He always knows the right thing to say. People like his enthusiasm, even though we're losing and stuff like that. They like his enthusiasm. I get it. You want it's something that you want. You see it happen before, and you see it in RJ. So you believe in the kid. You want him to do so well. But you can't watch the game from a fantasy standpoint. Yeah, I got a handful of Skittles right now, man. So excuse me if I start chomping on Skittles because I actually stole it from my kids. Okay, stole the Skittles from my kids. He's cleaning up the room, so I picked up some Skittles. So I might be eating them while I'm talking. Here goes Julius Randle just running the ball up the court, smashing into everybody. It's like, come on, man. It drives me crazy. I mean, because it happens all the time. So it should be something talked about in practice. Yo, we don't need to do that anymore. I know we're trying to take advantage of Julius Randle's like LeBron effect, running full steam, nobody able to stop him. But Randle doesn't have a handle. His handle's not like LeBron. He is not LeBron. Right now Fournier is hot right now, so he's holding us down. But it's just annoying. Some of these little things that we do. I'm tired of looking at it, man. Tell you the truth. Good block by Mitchell Robinson. He turns around to talk shit to Ebanks. You're preying on the weak. Now here we go. They return the block on the other end. You know what I'm saying? So come on, stop talking shit to a team that could easily be a G League team. Just play the game, man. It's crazy. Here he goes. He pushes Ebanks from the back. He blocks a shot. I hope they show him talking shit there. Well, he turned his head and started talking junk to Ebanks, but show and keep playing the replay on the opposite end. Somebody on the Blazers blocked our shot. So come on, man, stay in the game. Act like you did it before. So I got Geraldine's quote here. I didn't even read what she said. Nice little corner shot there. Good eye from Hart, but who the hell did he pass it to? I don't even know who the hell that is. So anyway, I said Ero, to me, it doesn't matter what position we end up in the draft. It's not what you pick, but the quality of player. Yeah, absolutely. And also too, like if you're picking number 10, that's not exactly a diamond in the rough. You're talking about 10th best player in the draft, right? According to your draft board. So that's not really diamond in the rough. You can still find a really good player at number 10. If you look throughout the history of the league, there's been a lot of good players around that number 10, 9, 8, 10, whatever. You can find good talent anywhere, and I absolutely trust our Knicks drafting staff because we've been able to draft really well, draft really good players. I'm talking about the current administration. I'm not talking about Frank. I'm not talking about what's this guy, Kevin Knox and things like that. I'm talking about the guys that we drafted recently. I know Mitch Robinson was here for what's this guy's name? Scott Perry. I haven't said his name in a long time. But at the law of averages, we have two bad draft picks. How many good ones did we have? So it is what it is. We just got to keep it moving. And I think I trust our staff. At number 10, I trust us to pick a good player at number 10. So I'm good with it, man. So I mean, it's still too early to talk about draft picks. I have my opinion on a few. But like I said, we got so much time. Right now it's playing time. Right now there's a lot of stuff going on with Tom Thibodeau. I actually talked about Tom Thibodeau earlier, right before the game. So you can find that. I made a nice little thumbnail with Tom Thibodeau and Thanos actually. So you'll see it if you go to my timeline. You can watch that whenever you get a chance. It is what it is. Yeah, Big Taz was good. Big Taz. Aaron Jarrell is here. Hey, we should be smoking this team by 20 and not pounding them. Not pounding them. We should just be beating them easy. It just is what it is. We have more talent than them, and we've been together for 2 seasons with this group, the majority of this group. So there's no reason that we should be barely beating a team that's a ragtag team. It's a ragtag team. There is no way that we should be barely beating them. So that's frustrating to look at. I'm not gonna look at Twitter tonight because I'm quite sure Twitter's disgusting right now. But there shouldn't be something that we like. Oh man, you see what he did? You see what he did? Oh, come on, Tibbs. Come on, man. It's not one of those games. It's not one of those seasons. I feel like that shit is done with. That energy, to be still crying about little shit like that, it should be over by now. I don't know. What's good? Saucy Thanos? I like that. You know, will Tibbs get the pink slip? Shout out to the sources for some fucking guy on Bleacher Report that writes articles on Bleacher Report. Like he's a freelance writer on Bleacher Report. Nothing wrong with that. That's a great. I wish I had the time to do that. I do have the time. I do podcasts. So anyway, for you to get enough clout, but using your article based on your sources and stuff like that, you're obviously doing something good, something right. Or maybe they just handpicked you, just to get the buzz going or whatever, man. But the way Tom Thibodeau's been running this organization, running the Knicks right now, I feel like he shouldn't be back. He shouldn't be back. But the thing about it, do you hire another coach? Who do you hire? A lot of people still talking about Mark Jackson. I mean, come on. The Mark Jackson stuff is dead. Nobody's gonna hire Mark Jackson. So it's not even worth talking about. Who else is available? Kenny Atkinson right now is a assistant coach. He's somebody that I would love to go get. But if he comes in, he's gonna need to get a new coaching staff. Right now Tom Thibodeau lost two people out of his coaching staff already. He lost Kenny Payne and he lost Woody. So he lost two people on the coaching staff. As you can see, there's a little I don't know, little friction with the other guys that we have on the coaching staff. Johnny Bryan is supposed to be the associate head coach. So it's too much to fire Tom Thibodeau and then hire somebody outside the organization. Like Johnny Bryan has to be the coach. There's no other way around it. And in order to keep things uniform, to keep things at least somewhat familiar, rather than delete Tom Thibodeau and everybody else and then bring another staff in. I don't want to see another staff here. Keep some of these guys here. Johnny Bryan has got to be the head coach from the jump. Let him choose the replacements for the guys that left, and then just run it, just keep it going, man. You know, Hopefully the young guy Johnny Bryan, sees the game a little bit, sees the floor, sees this has a better philosophy than Tom Thibodeau. You know, which sounds crazy because Tom Thibodeau should be, based off the name alone, he should be coaching way better than he's coaching now. Anyway, it's just bugged out. We got Joel Bustamante. I love it. Go Blazers for the win, please. I got you. Hey, right now it's 64 to 78. Knicks are playing around with these guys, man. They don't have any firepower to really beat us. The Knicks will really have to shit the bed tonight in order to lose this game. Fournier just tried to throw an alley oop to Mitch, but look who was guarding Mitch. Number 8 was guarding. Who was guarding Mitch? Well, Ebanks just shot a freaking hook shot. That was crazy. But just now, he had number 8 was standing around Mitch Robinson. I don't know. Just crazy. Yo, they playing around. Knicks are playing around. Here we go again. They only down by 12. That's a 4-possession game. Oh my God. Robert Parr was good. All right, I'm just saying here. Let's say you let your son play 2K at halftime. We'll watch the fourth quarter though. The game should be in the bag. We'll be playing a bunch of players on the team. Yeah, playing for a job. Yeah, I mean basketball is easy, right, Robert? Listen, Mr. Robert, basketball is easy, yo. So like you can have talent and you can have a good coach and put something together, but basketball is basketball. If the other team that night all of a sudden is clicking, they could win. That's why some of the worst teams in the NBA don't like go through a season without a win. I don't think there's ever been a team that lost all 82 games. I don't know if there's ever been, but I don't know if anybody lost 82 games in a year. So even the worst team is going to get a win every once in a while. So basketball, because basketball's so easy. It's very simple. If you can get guys to work together, sometimes they're going to be able to win. So the point I'm trying to make is that the Tom Thibodeau's making everything so hard. He's making everything too hard. Pause. It should be so easy. Right now, Julius Randle got the ball being guarded by number 16, right into a triple team. Same thing happens. He gets the ball stolen from him. Julius Randle just dribbled into a triple team, which ended up being a fast break point to number 15. I never seen number 15 a day in my life. So here we go a timeout. I'm going to see who Tom Thibodeau is yelling at. Tom Thibodeau is always yelling at somebody. I'm going to see who he's yelling at right now. So they're not showing it. They're showing it in the Blazers. I think the Knicks are doing that for a reason. They don't want to see. They don't want us to analyze who Tom Thibodeau is yelling at. But come on, man. Julius Randle got the ball in an ISO, and he dribbles into a triple team. How many times have we seen that? How many times have we seen Julius Randle dribble into a triple team? Do you blame Julius Randle every single time? Who's the one that called up the play for him to be to get go ISO in a triple team? Who's the one that did that? It's just crazy. When do they have when does the coach put you in a situation say, listen, this is gonna happen. This is what happens when it does happen. When? It's just bugged out to me. Juice is a better player. Playing defended by Candyman. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta do something, man. Like I said, it's not really just shots. It's just everything. Like rebounding and steals. He needs to get on the box score, man. You know? Yeah, man. Even though, see, I'm telling you, these are my kids. It's not a big pack of Skittles. This is a tiny bag of Skittles that they've been holding on for a while. Yo, you ain't eat it yet? They mine now. Sorry. Dad is in charge. What's good, State? I say, you feel like talking tonight, man? I can't really see my messages on I can't really see my messages. But if you wanna get in, State, I can send you the link. Come in and say hi if anything. Yeah, man, it's bugged out. I'm tired of seeing the same things all the time. That's what kills me. And what kills me is the arguments online that kills me. Like at work, right? Everybody knows that I'm basically the Nick guy at work. There's a lot of other guys that love the Knicks too, but I'm basically the Nick guy. So when they ask me a question, they ask me a technical question. They want to know my opinion. I give them my opinion. A lot of times oh, what am I doing? I just put it in the chat. So let's have some fun. I put it in the chat by accident. So if anybody wants to pop in, click the link. So anyway, I'm the Nick guy. So people ask me technical questions. What do you think about this guy? What do you think about that guy? I'm like, hey, what the fuck? And like they're surprised by that answer because I don't have that big animated answer because there is no animated answer. Yeah, man. What's good, guys? You got Robert Parr still here. Andy, what's good, Andy? I see you. Uh, Julius is going for his now. Yeah, it's not right. But who's calling that? Who's calling that? It's got to be Tom Thibodeau. Julius Randle's just not calling plays. Hey, listen, I'm going to get mines now. Come on, man. This is like a professional game. So they have a game plan. You can't just say, "Hey, I'm just gonna go 1-on-1 now, guys. Fuck everybody else." That's just not how it works. Right now, Fournier is playing some good basketball right now. If you want to talk about anybody that's really going for this today, it's absolutely Evan Fournier. Good move there. I like the little stutter step coming inside, fake the dribble, and then goes underneath the hands there. Bad defense by that Portland Trailblazer guy, because instead of trying to block the shot, he just puts his hands up and gives Fournier an angle to get the shot up. So if you're just gonna just put your hands up and not try to defend it, then why are you out there? Oh, I know why, because they have nobody else to put out there. They have nobody else to put out there, so it's bugged out. Yeah, man. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, yeah. One thing about Mike Miller, I felt like when Mike Miller was here, Mike Miller opened up his game a lot. Got him. I think Mike Miller, out of any coach that we've had with Julius Randle, I think he's the only one that was able to get the best out of Julius Randle, in my opinion. I know last year was like an MVP caliber season for Randle. He made an All Star game. He literally was an MVP candidate last year. But if you want to talk about like really getting him off and getting easy shots where he doesn't have to work so hard, I feel like Mike Miller was the one that gave him that perfect role. So I mean, out there there is a way to use Julius Randle without him having to play like this. This is just one part of his game. Like a good coach can unlock him. You know, what's the coach that I missed from back in the days? Let's see if anybody else gonna start talking about these names here, on Twitter. And the next thing you know, like they're gonna get the credit for saying it, right? But what's the name? Rick Adelman. Man, anybody remember Rick Adelman? He's the guy that was the coach of the Sacramento Kings when Chris Webber and those guys were there. So he always had a good offense. Of course he had good players too, but with the players that he had, he's always able to get the best out of the roster that he had. You talking about Peja Stojakovic, somebody that he could shoot, but he was able to get him off in a spot where he can really like dominate the game from the way that he plays. Chris Webber, he unlocked Chris Webber, put him in the high post, and let him go to work. Ran the offense through him. That was like the easiest that Chris Webber had to play when he was with Sacramento. We can get into the LA Lakers and all that stuff, but just talking about Chris Webber and just Mike Bibby when he traded him for White Chocolate, that was perfect. Bobby Jackson was in the perfect role. They had a couple of good big men. He had like what's his name, Funderburk, whatever his name was. A couple guys, Scott Pollard. A couple guys that they had. Oh, excuse me, Massenberg. What was the guy's name? Massenberg. They had a couple guys on that roster that weren't really good players, per se, but he was able to take advantage of these guys, so many different ways. Doug Christie, he was able to really take advantage of those guys and win. Aside from that Sacramento team, Rick Adelman, he coached the Blazers when they went to the finals and they played Detroit. The Blazers. They had Clyde Drexler, of course. They had Terry Porter. A bunch of other different guys too that I can mention out there. But a totally different offense, totally different way of playing. But he was able to get those guys into the NBA Finals as well. I can go down to the line to some of the other teams that he had too. I think he coached Houston, if I'm not mistaken. I forgot. But he was a really good coach. I'm bringing that up because there's so many different coaches out there that never get their say. Rick Adelman is one of them. So there's plenty of people, like coaches out there. They just need a shot. They need a shot to get out there and do their thing. And if somebody knows how to coach, or difference between knowing how to coach, talking a good game and stuff like that, you can figure all that out easily and just by watching their body of work. So Julius Randle just mauls the Portland team there, going on the inside, right at the paint, spin move into a floating. I guess you want to say finger roll there. Well, it's not so much the spin move because we don't want him doing spin moves, but it's just for the simple fact that they had him operating in the paint. That's easy money for Julius Randle. Chris Dunn is doing a good job running point for Portland right now. They just don't have no talent. So what did they call them? 24-second violation. I feel bad for Chauncey Billups, man. Because Chauncey Billups at least got these guys playing tough. That's one thing. That's one thing I will say. Is Chauncey Billups coaching Julius Randle? I feel like Chauncey Billups just gave Julius Randle a pat in the butt and started coaching him. Yeah. Number 16 just took Julius Randle's cookies just now. That I don't know what it is, but they give Julius Randle the ball and he always ends up by the corner of the free throw line, and he does that same fadeaway jump shot from out there. That's not a good shot, man. That's not a good shot. Taking a bump and then shooting with the left hand, fadeaway, fading to your left with the left hand. I don't know, man. He kind of spins away from it. It just doesn't look right. I just don't get it, man. All right, so there was a team that lost. Let me see. You said you think the Kansas City Kings is the only won 2 games in one season? Not all 82, yeah. But the point I'm trying to say is that nobody's ever lost every single game. And I'm quite sure the Kansas City didn't draft like the greatest player of the world that year because there was no lottery at that time when the Kansas City was there, Kansas City Kings. So I'm quite sure they didn't draft like the LeBron of that era. So things are just not so cut and dry, man. Bruce Taylor, they don't pass the deuce that often. Horrible offensive role seems to be. Yeah, but here's the thing. Deuce is a point guard, so that in itself just tells the whole story right there. If Deuce is the point guard, you said they don't pass the ball to Deuce that often. Deuce is the one that's supposed to pass it to people. So that there you go right there. That just tells you the offense and who makes the offense, the coach. If you're worrying about your point guard not getting the ball, that's there you go, Bruce Taylor. That's our problems right there. Shout out to Deuce. Deuce is coming in the game right now for Burks. But it's crazy. You got a point guard and you're not using him as a point guard. It's weird. This is a weird season that we're in right now. Yeah, and we on the same page here. Yeah, they did have a group of dogs there, but the dogs only work can only really work if the coach gets them in the right system. Now imagine if Chris Webber had Tom Thibodeau as a coach, there would be no Chris Webber Sacramento Kings era. You know what I'm saying? The era would have been done if Tom Thibodeau was the coach. They would have never made it to the playoffs the way that they did then. It's crazy. Think of it like that. The way that Tom Thibodeau coaches, if he coached Chris Webber in the Sacramento Kings back then, that team would not have made the playoffs because they have a lot of players on that team, a lot of veterans. When they had Corliss Williamson and all that stuff before they started really winning, Tom Thibodeau would have had that team jacked up, and they would have not made the playoffs. Vladi Divac, he would have Vladi playing 39 minutes a game. Chris Webber would have been playing 39. Chris Webber would have been doing way too much. You know, it's crazy. Phoenix Suns coach that had KJ and Barkley was good too. Who was that? Was that Westpaul? I'm interested in that conversation. The Phoenix when they had KJ and Barkley. Yo, KJ was a bad dude, man. A lot of people recently was posting that fight with KJ. When I say KJ, I'm talking about Kevin Johnson. Kevin Johnson and Greg Anthony. Greg Anthony wasn't even in the game. He was hurt. He's on the side, trying to scrap with Kevin Johnson. But yo, Kevin Johnson was a bad dude. People don't really say enough about him, but he really was a really good basketball player. You want to talk about a guy that was averaging 20 and 6 for like a big majority of his career, and he was scoring a lot. He didn't have like a fancy, like flashy game, but he made one or two moves, and he was next thing you know, he's at the rim. So I mean, I'm looking at his stats now. He had like 20. Yeah, let me see for me how many seasons here. One, two, three, four. Well, let's say like 4 seasons, right? 4 seasons. He averaged basically what is this? 20 and 10. He averaged 20 and 10 for 6 seasons. No, for 4 seasons. Excuse me. If I expanded just him being a starter from Phoenix, let's count his numbers in Phoenix. I like to look at stats sometimes. Just to see where guys what guys did during their heyday. I'm gonna get him because he played from his 22 age to his 30 age in Phoenix, and he was 19 and 10, bro. 19 and 10, 19 points and 10 assists for what is this? For a lot of from 1988 to 97. From 1988 to 80 to 97, he averaged 19 and 10. How come we don't talk enough about him? How come the NBA keeps talking about the same players over and over again? Why don't we talk about guys like Kevin Johnson? Kevin Johnson right now, I think he's like the mayor of Sacramento. But how come we're not talking about Kevin Johnson? Basically 20 and 10 for like what is that? 8 years? That shit is crazy. How come we don't talk about him? It's amazing, man. Let's check this out. When did Barkley come in? Come in. I really want to find out the what you said there. I'm gonna go with let's try 94. 94 Westball was there. Was Barkley on the team? Yes, Barkley was there. So it was Paul Westball. Like I said, Paul Westball was the coach. Um, let me see what else. That's 94. Yeah, that was the last season. I think that was the year they went to the finals, right? It's not really important. I mean, it's a Knicks podcast and all that. But it's interesting. Kerry Johnson was a bad dude, man. He was nice. Yeah, he was fearless, absolutely. He would absolutely bang it on you. And like I said, 10 assists every year. Like, how does somebody like that don't get talked about, man? It just boggles me. Here's the thing too. For a couple years before he got to Phoenix, he actually was on Cleveland. He was Mark Price's backup, so he was playing really well as Mark Price's backup. So they chose Mark Price over KJ. KJ went to Phoenix, and then the rest is history with that. That actually happened twice to Mark Price. I don't know if you guys remember Brandon. What's this guy's name? I'm thinking Brandon Ingram, but it's Brandon something. I forgot his name. If anybody knows who I'm talking about, but he also was the backup behind Mark Price. They ended up getting rid of him. He went to Cleveland, and he ended up being a big time point guard for them. Actually, an all star, big time scorer over there in Cleveland. And that, well, when Mark Price retired, I should say. So anyway, we're back to this game. So the Knicks are up by 20, starting the fourth quarter. Let me get into this game here a little bit. They're trying to get the ball into 76. I don't know who the fuck that is. Number 11 just pulls up. Yo, number 11, he needs to get into the gym. I feel like he just like aiming, just throwing it up there. Hopefully, he hits the rim. He goes quickly, floats it in, easy. So smooth, quickly, man. That jump shot. Look at the way quickly shot it compared to number 11 when he shot it. When number 11 shot it, it was like he was shooting darts. Quickly, let that thing fly like as if he was like playing paper airplanes. So number 11, I guess he's the point guard. He has no handle. Chris Dunn easily gets into the paint. Nice little floating jump, floating shot is good. So Chris Dunn is showing some good skill here. I don't remember Chris Dunn playing this smooth, man. So him, I guess he's really working on his game. So that's somebody that we should take a look at. Because Obi Toppin gets pushed out of bounds. Why is he shooting three still? Why does Tom Thibodeau think that Obi Toppin is a 3-point shooter? I just don't get it. Yeah, this Portland team is bad, man. They can't even hit the rim. If they do hit the rim, they almost breaking it. Yes, Terrell Brandon, my brother. Yes, Terrell Brandon. Terrell Brandon was nice too. He could get up. He can get up as well. So I believe Mark Price retired, and then Brandon Terrell Brandon took over. Terrell Brandon got traded a couple times too. He got traded for Sam Cassell. I want to say he got traded for Marbury too at one point. I don't really remember because I know Sam Cassell was in Minnesota. Then Brandon, Terrell Brandon ended up in Minnesota. Really good basketball player. He goes, Jericho Sims doing work on the inside. So I mean, right now the way the Knicks are winning, we're winning by 20 with 25 right now. So I mean, at this point, let the kids play. Whoever Tom Thibodeau got out now, he got quickly. He got RJ. He got Jericho out there. He got Deuce and Obi. These guys should play the whole fourth quarter. There's, excuse me. There's no reason for Julius Randle to come back in. Right now, I would like to see RJ get out of here. Well, who are we gonna put in place of RJ? But RJ's our starter, and we need him. So I want to see RJ get up out of here. Yeah, I wonder if we're allowed to do hardship stuff. I guess because we have Semantic, Lucas Semantic, in the G League, and we can actually call him up. The Knicks haven't done that yet, so maybe that's the reason why the Knicks can't get a hardship shit going on here. But RJ needs to come out this game. Right now, he got into like a little war of words just now. He just slammed the ball. He's like getting angry. That's how guys get hurt, man. RJ needs to get taken out of this game. But well, I'm gonna enjoy this. I don't know who's on the Portland Trailblazers. I can't tell who they are. Number 11 just blew off the point guard there, but he was able to get number two on the inside with a nice little layup. Obi Toppin was there. He flashed them, but he didn't really defend that. You can see Tom Thibodeau swinging his hands around. When Tom Thibodeau starts swinging his hands around, that means somebody's going to come out. Deuce with pick and roll. Back to Obi. Obi gets it to quickly. Superficial pick and roll was able to get Obi Toppin. Nice. He's too busy pointing at quickly because of the alley oop, but he lost his man on defense. Stay in the game, dude. Number 11 is working hard. Who is number 11? Oh, that's Hart. It's freaking what's the name? Hart. Josh Hart. Yeah. Josh Hart, I feel sorry for him too, man. But this is one of those games where he could just show that listen, I can score if you give me the ball. Oh man, this is so terrible. Obi Toppin. Let me see the box score with these young boys. Right now, these guys should never come out this game. You know, I don't want to lose the game. But if we could continue this lead, we're up by 20. Then these guys can't come out. I'm looking at Obi Toppin. He's 4 for 6 from the field, only 2 rebounds, nothing else really. 1 assist and nothing else. Quickly by the free throw line, working his way on the inside. He hasn't seen. He has no ability to pass, man. Only if it's pick and roll. Quickly he's not really a good passer. He's able to get to the basket just now. So somebody's calling a timeout. I want to say he looks spent. So I mean, like Ryan, right? That dude Ryan needs to get in this game. It's got Bloom here. Mike is here. What's good, Mike? Um, Little's getting traded. He might. He might. One guy that we could trade him for since everybody hates him, Julius Randle's one. Because they kind of need a big man over there. You know, they don't necessarily need to go young. They actually just need to make a trade to fill in the spot. So Julius Randle could work over there. They have enough guards to to hold it down. So I mean it's interesting. I don't know if they would do such a thing, but it is interesting. He goes Obi, at the top of the key, too much dribbling. He still was able to get all the way to the basket, but I mean, what are we running here? Obi's doing way too much. I'm trying to read Tom Thibodeau's mouth here. I don't know. Let me see what you're saying here, Jarrell. I thought Dumb was gonna be nice coming out of college. Me too. He actually was pretty good coming out of college. I thought that he would at least be one of those guys that give you like 14, 14 and 5, one of those type of point guards. At least. He still might be able to do that because I'm watching him. He looks decent. I don't know what his stats are. Let's check out his stats. His stats were pretty decent the first time I checked. But now here we are with 22 minutes. He's 6 for 7, 7 assists, which is impressive. So there you go, 14. He has 13 points and 7 assists. That's basically what I thought he would do for his career. So tonight he's actually doing what I kind of expected him to do. So the young guys are frustrated. How are they getting frustrated? They getting frustrated with the refs. How about play? Just play. What else they got here? Brandon Williams. He's number. I don't know his number. 14 points tonight. You got Josh Hart with 17. Eubanks with 10, 10 and 9, 10, 9 and 5. Winslow, decent 7 to 7. Uh, this guy Watford, 6, 6 and 3, and a block. That's juicy for me because I need my stats to go up. Like I said, I would like to see this guy come in. Ryan Archinato, Archdiacono, excuse me, Ryan Archdiacono. I'm never gonna get that name right, but I would like to see him play. The rest of these guys should never come out. Jericho Sims has 19 minutes right now. Emmanuel quickly has 18. He looks tired though. McBride has 12. McBride should not come out. Obi Toppin should not come out. There's nobody else that we can really go with now. But RJ needs to come out this game. RJ's still there playing defense, running around. I'd rather see Burks out there. Burks already has 27 minutes, but I'd rather see him out there than having. Because I mean, right now RJ Barrett has 36 minutes right now. Why the fuck is he in this game? Why is RJ in this game right now? Put Ryan in this game. Hopefully, RJ gets to sit down. He has 36 minutes. Why the fuck is he still in this game? He threw a nice alley oop there to Obi. Put Ryan in this game, please. Put Ryan in this game and don't look back. We got 7 minutes left in this game on my clock. So I mean, Ryan needs to get in this game. There's no reason why RJ should play another minute. Yeah, I'm surprised that Julius Randle only played 31. Mitchell Robinson only had 21. Look at that. Look at that stat sheet. Four. He did have 4 blocks, 6 rebounds, only 7 points in 21 minutes. Well, I guess you could take that. Anyway, it's a boring game, man. Like I want to see Ryan. That's all I want to see now. I want to see Ryan so I can scout and talk about Ryan right now because I haven't really seen much of him playing in the NBA. So I would like to see some minutes from him on the screen here in a real game, just so I can see what I'm looking at, just for my own eyes. I think that's what most fans are upset about because they just want to see the guy for themselves. Because since we can't go into practice, in my last podcast at the end, one of the guys went, "Oh, well, are you at practice? How do you know that? How do you know, bro? You're not at practice. How do you know?" Yeah, but that's why everybody's complaining. They want to see the guys on the court. That way they can make a judgment. You know what I'm saying? We can't have that privilege. It sucks. We can't really have that privilege to do that. But it would be nice for us to sit down on practice. Man. I would love to sit down on practice just to watch. Just so I can see what's going on. So because I just want to like access. Twitter gives us a lot of access. This social media in general gives us a lot of access that we never had throughout the years. So it's dope. To get access, but people can't. People want more access. They want guys to walk around with just their like with a camera on them at all times, being mic'd up to hear everything, to know everything that's happening. But I mean, it doesn't really work that way, man. It is what it is. I don't know. What does RJ have right now? RJ at the moment, he's on 10 for 18. So he has 29 points. I mean, that's good. That's a good day's work, man. I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him out there anymore. That's the last thing we need. RJ get hurt for the year because you playing him 36 minutes in a game where we should be blowing teams out. Shit is crazy. Yeah, KG has some good Converse sneakers. Not for nothing, Converse. My favorite kicks from Converse is the weapons, man. I don't know why the weapons is not a mainstay for them. They keep taking it off the market, and they keep bringing these retro ones or they keep bringing these like hybrid ones. They need to bring back the weapon and just keep it out there. It's like one of the most iconic sneakers ever, especially during the '80s. With Bird used to wear the black and white ones, and then Magic had his too. I had them in so many different flavors. Getting a little feedback here. Heard Adam in so many different some flavors. Wish they would bring them back. But yo, if quick sits, it needs to be for Ryan though. Ryan needs to be out there. So they want to see quickly run the point. I don't know why we're still playing games like with that. It should be Deuce. Deuce should be the one running the point, not quickly. They go RJ gets kicked out of bounds there by somebody that I don't even know who the fuck it is. Why is RJ out there still? I don't get it. So I mean, there's 6 minutes left. So what the hell? Julie, he's gonna keep him in there for 48 minutes. Shit is crazy. If he's already playing right now, 37 minutes right now, and there's 6 minutes left in this game. So I'm literally, is he gonna play 46 minutes tonight? Come on now, unbelievable. Ah man, you talking about Grant Hill? Grant Hill has some dope kicks too. There's actually a pair of kicks that I've been seeing that they're actually Grant Hill's like one of his last sneakers, but they're in Nick colors. So check out the Feli website. Because I think I might cop them. They're ugly, but they orange and blue still. So I'm thinking I think I might cop them. So if you do cop them and you wear them, let people know who put you onto them. You know, put the ball in Deuce hands. So Right now would be the greatest time to do it. We up by 20. Why is Emmanuel quickly risking his life running point right now? Yeah, man. As you can see, I do vape from time to time. Sometimes I just need to get my nerves in order. Sometimes. Oh my god, this makes no sense. But literally, right now, we got 6 minutes left. There's a lot of basketball left to play. That dude Ryan Archie Canodo, whatever his name is, he needs to be in the game right now. Quickly needs to be out, and RG needs to be out. You know, at this point, put Taj in the game. Because there's nobody else to go for. There's nobody else to put in, so put Taj in, just to get RJ out of there. Get RJ. Oh, Julius Randle's back in the game. What the fuck? Yeah, why is Julius Randle and Mitch in the game right now? And quickly is there. Quickly and RJ is still there. So I know you want to distribute the minutes. So if you're gonna put Randall back in, then take RJ out. Why is RJ still in this game? Oh my god, this is crazy, man. Oh my god. You just looked at the Grand Hills. You had those kicks. Those kicks are fucking ugly, man. I don't think I had those. I'm actually put them up on the screen. Yo, Mike. They just took Toppin out. You said put Toppin in. They just took him out. They took him out for Julius. You know, uh, not for nothing. Toppin don't play defense and he don't rebound, man. So that's the problem with him. Yeah, this is like absolutely why Tom Thibodeau got to go. There's no reason for RJ to be out there. What is he? Is he RJ literally gonna play 43 minutes tonight? Yeah, if all these post game shows they want to get smart and stuff like that, you want to be smart, just talk simply about why the hell did RJ play 43 minutes tonight? Because that's what he's on pace to. He's on pace to get 43 minutes tonight. You know what I'm saying? Why is Julius Randle in this game? Right now, Taj it should be in this game now. You don't want guys to get hurt. Take RJ out, take Randall out, and take Quickly out. And then fill it in. Put Ryan in, put Obi back in, and leave it like that. You had them when you were 14, Mr. Bloom. Yeah, that was some years ago, man. Yeah, man. Grant Hill, not for nothing. The one pair of sneakers that at least from that I remember is those the Grand Hills. They had like the new Grand Hill symbol, and they had the patent leather, you know, outline. I didn't like them, but people used to get them because they had. He also Fila also had jeans back then. I don't know if you guys remember Fila jeans in the '90s. Fila had jeans. I used to get the Fila jeans when they had just the F on it, but then when it went to the Grand Hill emblem, I stopped fucking with them. Because it's mostly because I'm a Knick fan, so I can't wear be rocking, Grand Hill while Grand Hill is destroying us during that time. You know, but yeah. Let me take a look at that actually. Look at the Fila website. Fila, they do Afterpay too. So if anybody's into that, check out Afterpay. I'm not being sponsored by none of these people, man. So, but I use Afterpay often because I'm broke. It's simple as that. I'm fucking broke. You know what I'm saying? So using Afterpay, it just helps out a lot. Because a lot of times, let's say if I wanted to spend $100, I'd rather just buy 5 different things that is gonna that is gonna cost $100. And then they deliver it right away. You get it within like whatever time they say it's gonna come, and then you only paid 100. But of course you got to pay 100 again and 100 again. But I can deal with that. At least I get everything that I want. You know, trying to see if I found the kicks, man, but I didn't find the colors yet. The colors that with the Nick colors. Shout out to Instagram. Instagram is starting to get really good with that, with the selling, and they're good with the advertisements to put down advertisements of shit that you want to see. So I've been looking at those sneakers off and on for a minute. Yo, Stackhouse had a really good sneaker too with Philly. What is it called? The spaghettis. Those were really dope. I actually bought a few of those. Those like probably like my favorite sneaker to play ball in the Feli spaghettis. Those are the start of my excuse me, not start of my the Jerry Stackhouse sneakers. You find these kicks, man. Where the hell are they? Hey man, those spaghettis were dope. Yeah, it was the Grand Hill twos. They had like the outline of patent leather. That was the Grand Hill twos. Those were ugly though. I didn't really like them. Yeah, I'm just talking about kicks because I mean this game sucks. It's not, I don't know if you guys want to hear a play-by-play of us playing against this trash ass team. It's just crazy right now. All right, so Julius Randle's out the game now. Now we got the young guys back in. So, but quickly still out there playing point guard. Why is he out there? Ryan, the real point guard is number 51. He's in the corner. He's in the corner waiting for a three. While Obi Toppin gets another 3-point shot fading away in the corner. Why? Why is Randall being Ryan being misused? That I want to see that kid win the point. Knicks are playing good defense though. I'll give you that. Good Deuce a little fell back a little bit too far. Number 51, he got the ball. Push the ball up, baby. Yeah. Take it into your own hands. Gets it to quickly. Now here goes Ryan back into the corner. Now he's just gonna fall asleep. Goes Obi Toppin again. Same play, 3-point shot in the corner. It's just a bad decision. I don't know why Tom Thibodeau wants to see that. Good defense by Jericho Sims there. Blocked by it's good steal by Deuce. Nice give and go for quickly to Deuce. I'm still looking for these kicks, man. I see the kicks that they're called the Grant Hill threes. You know, maybe I should just look up Grant Hill threes. I don't know. There's a John Wallace commercial. But John Wallace, that coach is what? Mickey Walker. I don't know what the commercial is about, so I don't want to crack jokes or anything. Oh, it's upstate basketball coach. That dude is pretty famous. So that's the coach of the week. Yeah, when it comes to upstate basketball, that dude they're talking about with John Wallace is pretty famous. Uh, I guess I'm gonna have to Google Grand Hill twos. I'm trying to put up the price so you guys can see the price and stuff. I think they're only like $90. Yeah, I think I'm about to cop me another pair of kicks. My wife's gonna be pissed. They're the Grand Hill threes. Got them in orange and blue colors. All right, I'm gonna have to do a search. Yeah, man. So I don't really don't know, man. I kind of want the season to be over with. I just want to. I wish I could fast forward. Like you do in 2K when you play the season mode when like the wins and losses just keep flicking away, flicking away. I wish I could just hit the button so it could flick away, and get us out of our own misery. Because I just want to know if you're gonna make the playoffs or not. I could prepare for it. It's just it's annoying with the place we're in because we can make the playoffs or we can be a lottery team. Either or right now. So we just have to play it out. You got to let the games play it out, and that'll let us know, where we're gonna be at the end. That sucks. That's a sucky place to be in, especially a game like tonight. Because I mean, this is supposed to be a Knicks watch along, right? Oh, I found them. It's supposed to be a Knicks watch along, but I'm not even talking about the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about Grand Hill sneakers right now. So I mean, it is what it is. I don't know if you guys are annoyed with it or whatever, but right now I feel like there's more people watching now than there's been watching in the beginning. so listen, let's talk basketball sneakers. I'm about to share the Fila website right now. So I think we should all get them. I'm about to get them right now. So I'm not gonna tell you my size. I don't want you guys to take my damn size. My size is still available. There they go right there on the screen. $90. Like I said, Afterpay is there. Check out Afterpay, man. This shit is dope. For anybody that's broke as fuck, you sign up for Afterpay. You don't gotta pay no fees or nothing. You put your credit card or whatever, your debit card or whatever on there. You put the Grand Hills, which are these right here. Come on, man. These are the Grand Hills there with the orange and blue colors there. You see them? You know what I'm saying? you'll get the kicks in you get the kicks in like a week, right? Go back up to the afterpay. Like I said, you only pay $22 right now, and then in 2 weeks you pay $22 again, 22.50, and then in 2 more weeks you pay 22.50 again, and then the fourth payment was also be 22.50 again. So you basically you pay 22.50 4 times, and these kicks are yours. But you'll get the kicks before you finish paying. That's the key. You know what I'm saying? So like if you need the kicks, buy them. And if just you just gotta remember that you spent, that you bought these because $22 is coming in 2 weeks. So if you ain't got $22 in 2 weeks, then it's not for you. But if you got money, if you got decent money, and you work, $22 is nothing. So yeah, man. For if you're gonna learn anything tonight, you're gonna learn how to be a broke motherfucker buying kicks on Afterpay. All right, so you guys are actually talking about that shit. Right now, the Knicks are up 123 with 1 minute and 46 seconds left. 90. Uh, Portland Trailblazers has 90. I still see Mitchell Robinson out there. Like, what is Tom Thibodeau doing? I still see Mitchell Robinson out there. No, Mitch is not there. That's Deuce. That's Jericho. You got Quickly still out there. Obi Toppin is out there, and Ryan is out there for nothing. Doesn't make any sense. You have to pay is good. Klarna, I don't fuck with Klarna because Klarna is credit. You know what I'm saying? They charge interest and all that stuff, so I don't fuck with them. Yeah, but Klarna works though. Like if you want to get some exclusive shit, Klarna is on a lot of things. Oh, nice crossover by number 51, Mr. Ryan, interior pass to Jericho Sims. That was nice. Give me some more of Ryan. Yeah, if Ryan got a dribble, got a handle like that, I want to see it, man. Nice little crossover, man. I felt like he just did him just now. That was nice. I would love to see what he said. Do it again. I don't know who he's talking to. He said RJ's having a good time watching. Yeah, man. So, like I said, I'm about to cop these kicks right now. These felines right here. Let me see. Let me try to catch up what you guys are saying here. Uh, Here we go. They got a minute left. IQ is still running the offense. I don't get it. Give the ball to Ryan, bro. Give the ball to Ryan or Deuce. Here goes Deuce coming around the top. Gives it to Obi. Obi alley oop to Jericho. Very nice. Yeah, man. Obi alley oop to Jericho. Yeah, what is Obi? Is he a power forward? Is he a small forward? He's definitely not a center. Yeah, man. You see Sean Kemp, Raymans. They was dope too. I like those. It was ill. I never had a pair, but a couple of my boys in the block had the Sean Kemps. Um, the Feel Like Cage. I remember those two. Yeah, I was a Feli head, man. You were talking about the '90s and Flatbush and all that. They actually had a Feli crew where all they wore was Feli. So I was like that. I used to have the Feli t-shirts and the sneakers and all that and the jeans. I was a Feli dude. I wore nothing but Felis in the '90s, man. Here go Ryan. Ryan just shot a three. I love it, man. He's actually a good basketball player. I would love to see him play. I would love to see him play more minutes, man. 60 seconds left. Let me just see what you guys are talking about. British Knight, those Coleman British Knights were dope. One thing, those the that Diamond Cell shit used to get stuck, so it felt like he was like walking on a Snapple top. It kept popping every time you walked. So I mean, the game is over, man. Knicks won by 30. What a freaking crock of shit this was, man. 30. We won by 30. Ryan finally got the score, which was dope. Happy to see him score. I want to see him play. Nice little crossover. He had a nice little in and out crossover. Was pretty quick. You know what I'm saying? So he's a good basketball player. I want to see him play, man. At least put him in the G League. Let him get off. Bo Jackson, those cross trainers are the dopest shit. The orange and blue ones. Those are really dope. He actually was in a song with Nori. Nori mentioned that. The Bo Jacksons, the orange and blue. What else you got going on here? There's nothing else going on, guys. So game is over. So I'll catch you guys on the next one. Stackhouse. Which one are you talking about? Well, I'm telling you this. I didn't like the Barclays. Everybody had the Barclays growing up. I didn't like the Barclays. I didn't like the Barclays to the point that if I saw somebody wearing the Barclays, I was going at them. You know what I'm saying? And during the time, like I said, I was wearing the spaghetti Stackhouses from Feli. Those are my favorite basketball kicks. So I think I might buy two. I think I might buy two pairs of kicks tonight. I can't afford it right now, but I don't give a fuck. Anyway, I see you guys next time. Enjoy your favorite post game show. I'm out of here, yo. Tomorrow I'm supposed to be on the controversy with my man Uncle Fulio. So we'll see if I can make it. It should be around 6 p.m. or so. So if you guys care, I'm gonna be on Uncle Fulio's The Controversy on the Nothing But Knicks network now, and we'll see how that goes. All right, without further ado, peace and hair grease, motherfucker. Oh, four fingers to the forehead, tucking the thumb salute. I gotta start using my shit. You know what I'm saying? I gotta start using my own stuff, man, before people start stealing it. But anyway, bye guys. See you next time.